Coming up in this episode, we meet the brave men and women involved in firefighting Mpumalanga. Hello, it's good to have you with us. Today, we set our focus on firefighting. Firefighting is an essential public service that quite literally saves lives. It's not just human lives that need to be protected. Mpumalanga is renowned for its fauna and flora, but like everything else, it is also vulnerable to fires. This is where risk management resources, or RMR, step in. The forestry industry formed RMR in Mpumalanga to manage the province's risks. Fire detection can be quite complicated and often relies on people walking, spotting fires and reporting them verbally. But there are also high-definition camera systems in place and detection centres are monitoring the fires. Let's find out more.
Fire protection is quite a complicated business, especially with detecting fires. Forestry has, over the years, spent billions of rands in developing and investing in high-definition camera systems. So we have in our province over 90 cameras on 72-meter masts that day and night, 24 hours a day, every single day of the year, with artificial intelligence detecting fires or smoke and reporting that to our members.
My role here is to make sure that the cameras are working at all times. We go to maintenance on the cameras, changing batteries where necessary if maybe it's overcast. This tower is a 72-meter high on the ground, and there's a local network where the cameras are communicating together. The camera is turning 360 degrees. At the tilt, it's 90, so that we can see the ground.
So when a fire is spotted either by a human being or by the cameras, it gets reported to our members by means of digital radio, telephone, and they also have access to a mobile app which directly sends them the broadcast of the fire report. After that, should any assistance be required, they would get in contact with the operations center or detection center, dispatch center, and we would then allocate resources and dispatch the resources to those fire events to go and assist with the suppression of these fires.
We received the call from the client. He will ask me for activating the aerial resources. If he's going to need one spotter or two bombers or all the aerial resources, then I will find out where the fire is at the moment, who's the IC, the incident commander on the ground, the communications channels we're going to speak to. Then I'll go and plot the fire and calculate the distance and the bearing. I'll hit the alarm. It will sound for 5 seconds. And I leave a voice note on our group. As soon as the spotter gets started up and he gets radio communications, then I'll relay all the other information. I'll repeat the distance and the heading and the bearing. The IC is going to talk to on the ground and on which radio channel they're going to work on.
Right, a typical day at Warburton Air Base starts early in the morning. The guys come in at 7:30 in the morning. They will go through their checks on the apron, make sure the pumps and aircraft, battery packs, everything are ready for the day. Then everybody will go into the 9:30 briefing in the morning. Over there, we will make sure that everything is checked. We'll go through the weather for the next 3 days. Everybody know what is the priorities. If there is current fires, yes or no, we will take it from there. After briefing, everybody is ready to go if there's fires. On days when there's no fires, the guys will do maintenance. There's always a lot of maintenance to do on the base and to make sure that this operation runs smoothly.
Every morning when I come in, I must make sure that the radios are on so that the clients, when they call in, they can find us. Open the radios and then we start the day checking the weather. How is the weather going to be like for the day? And then prepare for the morning briefing, do the morning report, then the day goes on.
When the alarm goes off, most of the times, all of us, as you guys can see, all of our stuff is already ready and we on the flight line ready to go. All the covers will come off, we'll get into our planes, make sure that everything is safe. We'll start up and go out to the fires. As we get to the fire, you guys, there is a command and control plane that normally takes off before us, and he circles the fire. He makes communications, contact with the IC, and then they make a plan to attack the fire, especially if there's areas of concern like houses and stuff like that. And then if we get to the fire, the command and control plane, which is the spotter, he will tell us where to put our loads and which areas to attack first with our loads.
The spotter is taking over command and control. So as soon as all aircraft is in the air, he is actually the main focus point where everything runs through. So even from helicopter side, we will speak to him or he will direct us from his side. The bombers will speak to him and he will direct us. If there's a change in the fire or information, the dispatch will actually give him the information and he will relay it to us. He can also directly speak to the ground forces. We can't. We can only speak to him or to the dispatch. So it's very important for him to take command and control of the situation, and he's also responsible to keep aircraft separation, especially with bombers and helicopters flying to the same fire.
So often the other pilots, commercial pilots, would say we are cowboys. I normally laugh at them because what I say is we actually know our aircraft way better than all the other guys, because the stuff that we do and the stuff that we have to do with these aircraft, we have to be very professional, and you have to know your aircraft way better than anyone else to fly where we are flying in these areas and in this wind.
We are quite a bunch of unique guys. I think firefighting overall, you have to be a certain type of personality to fit in. Because we're sitting out in the veld, we're not close to any limelight. So the guys that's enjoying the light and go to town, this is not the base to come and sit at. We are here to do a certain job. We all support each other. So the camaraderie here at Warburton is actually, you will hear, we call ourselves the A-team because there's other bases, but we are the A-team because I think all the guys that comes here, there's no one that's not part of this whole part of the firefighting. We're not here as individuals. We are here as a team player, and that's what you have to be here.
If we have a fire not contained in the afternoons or late afternoons, I think the guys are looking forward to it for the next day because all they want to do is fly. They do get tired, but they relieve each other. So if need be, we can have a reliever pilot in to take over. But the only thing these guys want to do is to fly. That's all they want to do. That's the only thing that makes them happy.
Fred Ludik is the operations manager for RMR, and he joins us today on Shepherd Surfer. Thank you for being here, Fred.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Tell me more about RMR. When was it established and how does it work?
So RMR has been coming for at least the past 3 years, where it was in the planning phase, where the forestry industry in Mpumalanga decided to, in a more collaborative manner, approach wildfires and the risk that it poses. And as I mentioned, in a more collaborative manner, identifying the risks and putting strategies in place to better deal with them.
And this is all just to do with fires?
It's all to do with wildfires that we all don't need, that causes a lot of devastation.
What are the objectives of RMR?
So RMR, as I mentioned, is a collaborative effort. So we would look at a lot of data that we gather and form statistics with that. And hopefully that would use us to be more smart in the way we approach the risks that we identify, and then also employ the resources that we've put together to mitigate these risks.
Is there an increase in the demand of fire protection for the province lately because of maybe global warming, other issues?
Well, the weather plays a big part in that. In our Mpumalanga region over the past 2 years, or the previous 2 or 3 years, we've had a lot of rain in the area, so it was quite a wet 3 seasons we've had. But lately, with the weather patterns changing, we've had a huge increase in the amount of fires, wildfires that's been coming up and been detected, and obviously the need for more resources and working more clever in order to combat these risks have come about.
So where's RMR based?
So our head office is in Nelspruit or Mbombela. We have 3 operational bases, one based in Piet Retief, or Mkondra as it's known now. It's on the Highveld, and the second one on the Highveld is in Warburton, quite a small place close to between Ermelo and Badplaas, if that makes sense. And obviously the other big base we have in Nelspruit. We also have a forwarding base in close to Selby area.
Thank you very much for coming through and just sharing us a small little bit of your operations every single day. Thank you so much, Fred.
Thank you very much, and once again, thank you for the opportunity.
While Shepherd's Surfer team was shooting this insert, there was a reported fire, and we could witness firsthand the efficiency and the speed with which RMR reacted.
Let's go.